Alright, y'all already know y'all here with Daisy's direction. If you hear something in the background, like some music, you know I'm a mother. We raw here. I'm a mother, period. My baby has to be a little distracted while I try to film this video. But what I did want to do is come to y'all and introduce this series. I'm going to be doing a series where I review, like, not even review, but compare postpartum products, or just products that were helpful to me healing or for my baby. Comparing like a well-known one versus like the generic, and just basically coming to y'all and giving it to y'all straight and honest about what was beneficial for me during my process and what I noticed versus what people didn't talk about. For our first product during this series, we're going to go over pads. I have the FridaMom pad here, the Instant Ice Maxi pad, and then I also have the pad from the hospital. So, of course, the pad from the hospital is just an extremely long pad. There is no ice or anything up there, no dermoplast or anything already up there. You have to prepare this pad itself. So that is already a con, because with this one you would have to put down like your Tux pads, then put down, spray the dermoplast and everything on it. Whereas with the FridaMom, it's already here. However, what I will say is, I like this pad better just because of how thin it is. It's very thin. And also it stayed in place. It kind of like wrapped you from front to back like this. And so it made it easy in that aspect, instead of like, I don't know if any of y'all are like familiar with when you put on a pad and it gets to moving. Like, you know, it can have wings, but by the time you go sit down, it's all crumbled up and everything. That's kind of what the instant pad from FridaMom does, because it's so freaking thick. However, the downside is you do have to prepare this one. So as far as time in the bathroom, it does take a lot longer with this pad. Honestly, once I got home, I just didn't use it anymore because of that. But because for me, I was tired of being in the bathroom for a super long time, and I wanted to be in and out, okay? Now with the FridaMom pad, it's pretty thick. And so what you do have to do is you kind of fold it until you hear a pop. And once you hear a pop, you give it a shake. When you give it a shake, that goes ahead and releases all of the whatever the heck is inside that makes it cool. So it instantly gets cold. And honestly, it does get pretty cold. The cold does not last for a long time though. So I will be honest with that. I do feel like the FridaMom pad is a little bit more absorbent because it's so big. However, it's heavy. Like, it definitely gives you the diaper booty for sure. Literally, my partner was joking me because of how much just diaper was sitting in the back of my butt with this in there. You know, this one does wrap too, but it's really thick. So literally you will be able to see this whole pad. And I get it, you know, we're women or trans men, whomever you are, I get it. It's like, okay, I just had a baby, who cares? However, me, I don't want to walk around looking like I have on a diaper. I am not my child, I am his mother, okay? So for me, I did not like that aspect, and just how heavy it was. And when I sat down on it, it was awkward. It felt like I was sitting on like a mini book or something. I don't know. But, you know, if I had to pick, I honestly would choose the FridaMom, or at least for the beginning of the heavy days. And honestly, not even because of the cold therapy. The cold therapy was very beneficial. However, later on, I'll do a video and kind of talk about what I preferred as far as the cold part versus the pads. I did want to insert clips of these up close, but I didn't want to do it while I was talking, so I kind of do a demonstration now. So of course we have the hospital pad. It caves in on the sides, of course. We have one little peel strip, which means it's only sticky right here. It's not sticky on the back side like over there at all. It's pretty absorbent, but it is pretty thin. So you can see how thin it is right there. Then as far as the FridaMom, hopefully you'll be able to hear the pop. That was the pop. Then you give it a shake. This releases the cooling. And I like to shake mine down, shake it up, because I did notice that a lot of times it wasn't evenly dispersed in there. Then you tear it at the top. And now you can take it out. Now look at this fat thing. Obviously, compared to the other one, it's, in terms of thin and thick, clearly we know who wins there. And so it's super absorbent because it is super fat. It also only has the one line of the sticky part. However, it is a thicker line than the other one. And yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions for me regarding either the pads from the hospital or these pads, or even I did end up using just regular ultra thin super maxi pads, just ask me in the comments. I'll be more than glad to answer them for you and just talk about my experience, what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and how long I even wore the pads, because the girl effed up. Your girl thought that, oh, I'm done, and the Lokia came back like a thief in the middle of the night. Okay. But all right, thanks for watching, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe.